So this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time now, ever since I saw a small creator that I follow, Rawk, do the exact same thing. So I kind of want to give you my own little experience, if you don't mind. So these days I've been focusing more on creating content around movies, but I did for a time, about 3 years, I made videos about video games. So things have been a bit different in the past year, and let me tell you what those things have been. First off, I have begun to show my face in my videos. I try and make that a prominent piece of my content. Back when I first started my first YouTube channel, back in 2021, I didn't show my face. That was a bad idea. I should have shown my face right off the get-go, but I'm insecure, so I didn't want to do that. So first off, when I start a new video project, I like to make sure that it is really something that I feel like I will follow through on completely, because I have made several attempts at making videos that have never seen the light of day, because either I have lost interest in the project or things just didn't pan out in other ways. So I really like to make sure before I start any type of script writing that this is really something that I'm really passionate about and that I would really like to talk about, and that I would like to talk about on camera. So usually when I start a new video project, I start by writing the script, and that can take anywhere between 1 and 2 weeks. It really depends on how much free time I have and how much motivation I have to do it. I do work full time, and I have a lot of other responsibilities, and it's hard sometimes for me to find free time. So I try and get this done whenever I can, because it's the easiest thing to get done, because I just write everything in Google Docs, and I have it on my phone, I have it on my iPad, I have it on every device imaginable, so I can write my script from anywhere. So that's super convenient, and it makes it the easiest part of the process for sure. This is definitely the most enjoyable part of the experience for me. I've always liked writing, so writing a video script is just so much fun. All of my videos these days have scripts. I'm not really good at riffing. I'm not really good at flying by the seat of my pants to record a YouTube video. It's not really something spontaneous. I really have to plan it all out step by step, or I just ramble and I just don't make any sense. So I like to make sure that the script is sound and very solid before I go any further with the video. After that, I like to capture all the footage that I will need for the video. This can also be done at any time, so it's great. But when I get to the actual recording, that is where it starts to become a little more difficult to find the time. So I try and get in front of camera stuff and voiceover done whenever I can. Usually that is when I am off of work, and I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, so I try and get it done the second I get off work, which is around 1 p.m. So I try and get it done then, or on my days off, which is usually the better bet, because I have a whole day to get this kind of stuff done. When I'm working during the week and I finally get off work, I am usually fucking exhausted, so it's hard for me to be motivated to then spend a few hours or maybe another 8 hours on YouTube stuff, but I try my best, even though I may not be in the perfect mood to make YouTube stuff, or it's not the quote-unquote best time, but I try my best. As a small creator, you gotta just find the time whenever you can. Any spare minute, or even maybe, if you're lucky, spare hour that you have, it could be for making YouTube videos. This can be a lot for small creators because this is not our full-time job. So after you get home from your actual job, or you get home from school, and then you want to spend multiple hours on YouTube stuff, it can be a lot, and it can very easily cause burnout. Now, I'm not an expert in this, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but I do very soon want to find a good balance between my real life responsibilities and content creation. I know I can find a good balance, I just have to think about it, think it through, and realistically set goals for myself. For example, over the next few weeks, I want to get all of my in-camera stuff for my new video I'm working on done. Not partially done, not almost done, completely done. And I think this is a reasonable goal. I will have about 4 full days off to work on content creation, so that's good. And I'll have a few spare hours after work to work on that as well. So I think that is a reasonable. My main issue is going to be purging distractions. I'm going to try not to get sucked into scrolling on YouTube for multiple hours, or playing a mindless video game for multiple hours. I really want to just try and focus on this, because this project has been in the works forever, and I'd like to get it done. Once I'm done with all the in-camera stuff, I will move on to editing. It's a tedious process, but I can get it done fairly quickly if I just focus for a few hours a day. So that's not my biggest issue. My biggest issue will be the in-camera stuff. So I'm going to focus on that first. Now, that was a rundown of my creative process and some of the obstacles and challenges that I face as a small creator. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this will turn into a series of videos. So hopefully I will see you in the next installment of this series.